Corona sucks. Hey everybody, it's your neighbor Giant here with another video about Ashes of Creation. I haven't done one of these since the last live reaction video I did, so I think now, because everybody is doing videos again about Ashes since we got the preview and the live stream, I think it's time I do another one myself, because I want to. And also I've been stuck in my apartment for the past 3 weeks. You can see it on my glorious beard that is getting shaved really soon because it's not pretty. And yeah, I hope everybody who's watching this, I hope you're safe. I hope you're at home. I hope you stay the F away from a lot of other people. And I hope you wash your hands at least 7 times a day like I do. My hands are hating me right now. My skin is horrible. I don't want to get into it because it has nothing to do with the Ashes of Creation. But yeah. Anyways, before we get into this video, normally I do all the shoutouts and the whole social media stuff at the end, but I thought I'd try something new, and that's why you're getting all the good stuff right in the beginning. So first up, since everybody is now again talking about Ashes of Creation, I feel I should shout out a couple content creators that I feel are very vital and healthy and good for the community and for the game. Actually, it's 2 other podcasts, not my own podcast, that's getting shout out in a second, so you don't worry. Okay, so first up, I want to give a shout out to my friends Chibi Bree and Vertec at the Golden Feather, which is currently, I would say, the #1 podcast when it comes to Ashes of Creation. They just recently had Toast on, and they're super nice. They do a super good job with the podcast. I watch it every time, and if you don't watch it, I swear by something that is above me that I will drag you down to the salt mines and make sure that you will watch every episode in a marathon that will last for eternity. So go check out Chibi Bree and Vertec. Link is down below. Next podcast that I'm going to shout out. Today is the day of shoutouts. Don't stop me. Next is the good and shiny, and I hate, it's hard for me to say this. It's hard. Not because I dislike the podcast, not because I dislike the guy. I love the guy, but you know, he likes to play that, you know, that shiny, holy light, good thing, that paladin stuff, which, you know, gives me a rash. Anyways, go and make sure that you watch the Ashes Pathfinder, which is another podcast that is run by Sim, who is another content creator for Ashes of Creation. It's also a really good podcast. Sim is a really good guy. It's always fun to watch, and always interesting to watch because they talk about a lot of things that I forgot about. So link is gonna be down below. Make sure and watch it. Yeah, those 2 podcasts are my favorite podcasts. Even though I have my own podcast, I do watch them every time they come on. I watch every time there's a new episode, so you should make sure to watch those as well. Talking about my podcast, I want to give a shout out to Smek Staggerson and Yoni, which have been my co-hosts for the past year. Thanks you guys, I love you guys. It's way more fun with you guys. I started this based on another podcast I did way back in the day, which was the Ashes Community Podcast, and they've been along the entire time. So I want to thank you guys again. Their referral links will be down below. If you are a fan of them, make sure to use their referral links. And if you want to be on one of the episodes of the discussion round, because it is an open discussion round, meaning everybody is welcome. Everybody in the Ashes community, anybody that wants to talk about Ashes in a nice manner. Don't be toxic, don't be a troll. You're more than welcome. There's going to be a link down below for our Discord that we use for the podcast. You're more than welcome to join in if there's something you want to talk about. We're open to anybody. And we had tons of people on from the community. So yeah. And we just recently had Bacon on, which was awesome because everybody loves Bacon. So if you want to be a part, if you want to come in, you know, have a beer, talk to us, you know, be part of the podcast, you're more than welcome to join. There's nothing at the door that would keep you from, you know, joining for 1 or 2 rounds, because, you know, it's a discussion round. And also, while we're at it, I want to give a quick reminder in case some small content creators watch this. If you're thinking about making content for Ashes of Creation, me and a bunch of other content creators that have been covering Ashes for a while now, we created a Discord called the Ashes Exchange. The Ashes Content Creator Exchange, sorry. It's kind of late and I'm tired. Anyways, back to the point. So this Discord is pretty much with a bunch of other content creators. Anybody is welcome. If you want to make content about Ashes, besides the wiki, besides anything, you know, that you find on the internet, if you want a place where, you know, you can get feedback when it comes to your content, if you have questions when it comes to streaming or YouTube, you're more than welcome to join. So yeah, link will be down below, so make sure to go and check it out. If you're a content creator, or if you're thinking about making content, if you want to start out, we're more than happy to help. And yeah, what's next? Oh yeah, I don't know if you're interested, but I do have a little bit of merch. If you want some medium quality stuff, link will be down below. Okay, so before I get into this, let's talk a little facts, right? So the Alpha 1 preview, right? The thing that everybody is super excited about. Woo! It's so shiny. It's so bright. So it is what it is. It is a preview for Alpha 1 in March 2020. Last year I took a big break because a lot of things with Ashes I didn't like, you know, I got frustrated, and I took took a step back, and there's videos about it. If you want to know about it, there's videos about it. But anyways, that said, now I am super excited. When we got the preview for the Alpha 1 footage, I was like, okay, yeah, this is gonna be this is not gonna be something that I would be super excited about, because I didn't have much of a no, I wouldn't say I didn't have high hopes, you know, for there to be something in those videos to get me excited, or in that live stream. But then the Alpha 1 trailer came out, and all those, you know, issues or worries that I had in the past, like okay, we didn't make 2020, the Battle Royale stuff, the My.com stuff, the Exola stuff, you know, all the times where we didn't get any information, we were just sitting in the dark. That Alpha 1 preview stuff came out, and I was like, huh. Whoop, whoop. And I was like, this is okay. I started grinning. I did a video about it, and I started grinning, and I was like, okay, why am I grinning? Why? I rewatched my video. I'm like, why did I get so excited? And then we were watching the live stream, me and a bunch of other members from the community, because right after the live stream we did a special episode with Brawn Games with the Ashes of Creation discussion round. Link, it's no, there's no link below, but it's on my channel somewhere. So then we were watching the live stream, and I'm like, okay, why do I got more and more excited. I got to a point where I'm like, dude, this is awesome. This is, take my money. And it wasn't because what I saw was like, oh my god, this is the greatest gameplay ever. Oh my god, no, this is so good. I never seen anything like this. To be fair, in its nature, from what we've seen, the live stream, the gameplay was pretty basic. You were able to tell this is alpha, maybe pre-alpha. This is something that is still being worked on. But and I was always I'm like, why do I keep getting excited? Because why do I keep smiling? Why? There is no reason. There's no real wow factor to this. And then we did the podcast, and I didn't really talk much in the podcast. I said a couple of things, and then, you know, time was by. I was going to bed, and then the next morning I woke up. I'm like, huh, I know now why I'm so super excited. And the reason why I was super excited was because I remembered this little piece of joy.
Hey guys, my name is Steven Sharif, and I'm the creative director here at Intrepid Studios. We're working on an upcoming MMORPG named Ashes of Creation, and I'm pretty excited to share with you today on this Kickstarter what we're all about. Ashes of Creation is an open-world, non-faction-based MMORPG set in a high fantasy world. One of the reasons that I started Intrepid Studios to create Ashes of Creation is because I myself am a gamer. I've been a gamer playing MMORPGs since I was 7 years old, and you know, I've really never experienced a community quite like what MMORPGs have to offer. It's a diverse community. There's a lot of people involved. I mean, thousands of players from across the world, and it was just such a passion of mine to be able to experience that involvement in a game like an MMORPG. Over the past several years, having played MMORPGs, I was kind of not impressed with what has been coming out of the genre.
So, what you just watched was a video Intrepid did back for Kickstarter. And I got reminded now why I started being a member of the community, why I started YouTube to promote the game, why I started podcasts for the community, why I started a podcast for about the game, because Steven Sharif, you know, when he talks about gaming, when he talks about MMORPGs, he says a lot of things that hit really close to home. I'm like, okay, this is a guy I can relate to, and that's what sold me back in the day. That's what sold me. It's not like, oh, this is super flashy and this is like awesome. This is like the best cinematic ever. It is no. It's certain things that Steven said, and I got a clearer picture of everything that has to do with me and my relationship to the project, which is just me and the project. I don't have anything else to do with the project. I'm a fan, I'm a user, I'm a player, just like you. But I now understand why I was frustrated. I was frustrated because I didn't know where we at. Certain statements were made, and this is a first-time studio with the first game, so you know you cannot really be mad or get mad or hate on them for, you know, misstating something or not making a deadline. It's you know, it's active development. It is a process that is a pain in the ass if you have people like me in your community. Not gonna lie, I'm a pain in the ass sometimes, but I'm passionate. And if Steven would ask me to, you know, I don't know, let him sleep on my couch and make him breakfast because, you know, he had no place to sleep at, I probably would do that, because I like his vision. I can. You know, I feel like he's one of us. That's the point. And that Kickstarter video, you know, that's what sold me that whole idea back in the day. And then we fast forward till just a couple of days ago when the live stream happened, and I understood why I got so excited again, because now for the first time, okay, I know some of you is gonna be like, oh no, we saw footage back in the day. I'm like, shut up. For me, now for the first time, I saw real progress. I know now where we are. I know now that this is coming together more and more. And even after talking to Bacon, who is a industry legend who's been around for ages now, even hearing him being excited about Ashes and all of that, I'm like, okay, all right, done. Sold me again. You don't have to do anything for the next 2 years. If they don't bring out another trailer for about Ashes for the next 2 years, I'm fine with it. Because I know now where we are. I can now somehow in my mind put everything together. So everything we're getting now from them is super, is me as a fan, I'm super excited. But anyways, I've been talking now for like 10 minutes and you're probably not even watching anymore. But anyways, I'm gonna jump now into the live stream and then I'm gonna go through it. What I liked about it. So I just thought I did a 20-minute recording of the live stream with me commenting. Then I looked to my top right and I saw I have not pressed the recording button. So all that energy, all that just out of the window. Bye-bye. So I have to redo it. I hate my life. Okay, anyways, so let's redo this again, part 2. Woohoo! Okay, so we're gonna start out with me saying that I am really glad. Oh no, wait. This is the wrong video. I already showed this. Damn it. This is the right video. All right, so first up, I'm glad to see that Steve and Jeff and everybody in Intrepid is staying at home because that is really important because we need to stop this plague. Maggie is somewhere in space. I mean, it's not Earth, so you know, and I don't think coronaviruses can survive in space. So she's pretty much, you know, doing the smart thing. But let's get into this. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is what frame was it? No, not that frame. Is this frame right here? Boom. Gonna pause for effect, and let's go through this. So right here, we're seeing that a lot of things are coming together. A lot of things that we've seen in videos, a lot of concept art is coming together, and it looks stunning. It looks really good. I'm like, yay! Okay, the shadows caused a little confusion with some people because it looked like the characters are floating, but they're not floating. Floating people is weird, so I don't even know why some people thought this would be the case. But something that really got me going in this thing is because everything, all the concept art that we've seen in the past, and all the 3D models that we've seen individually are now coming together, and it looks like an MMORPG, which is super, and something that a lot of people did not catch up on. Well, first up, you know, dwarves, awesome. Like honestly, like besides orcs, dwarves are the second coolest thing in an MMORPG. Elves are still trash, and to all those Tulnar fanboys, I'm sorry to say, Tulnars are also trash and they're probably gonna get cancelled. Wink. So the next thing that I want to talk about real quick is this frame right here. So we've seen the weapons from the concept art pieces and the 3D models in the Battle Royale. But I just want to state that actually seeing the weapons on a shelf in a shop with an NPC called Farmhand, which is the most common name for an NPC, which is widely known that the most common name is Farmhand, is kind of, you know, nice to see because, you know, it gives it an MMORPG. It gives it like, oh, this is a world, there's a shop, there's a duel, it's called Farmhand. Alright, his father is probably farmer and his mom is probably witch. And you know, it's just seeing like little things like this with the shield, the axe, the cargo pants, you know, it just... It gets me up in the morning. It's better than coffee. It wakes you up. It gets you excited. All right, so I want to fast forward here. All right, no, quest, no. So yeah, the quest stuff. I'm pretty sure this is all placeholders till the final UI is being you know, done and being worked on. But I want to state this: I don't mind this UI. It's simplistic. It's simple. I don't need like super deep, awesome 3D graphics with shiny borders and special effects. I can do this. Actually, I don't mind this. This is actually like nice on the eye. It's simple. So yeah, I hope this will be an option at some point. All right, to have that. Okay, so we're gonna fast forward, because I know what I want to talk about. So yeah, this is the next thing I want to talk about. So something that always worries me a little bit is the combat. Not the combat by itself, more like everything around the combat, the special effects, the scale, and everything. Because I hope that Ashes will have similar options as like Guild Wars 2 when it comes to client side and in graphics. Because in Guild Wars 2 and World vs. World, you can lower everything even below low. And I feel like if we're still planning on going 500 versus 500, that will be an option, because I don't see 400 people at in one spot and everybody's doing like a light show and everything. So I don't know. Just hope that at some point that will be an option. So yeah. So which brings me to the next thing, which is what Maggie's doing right now, which is the gathering. I had a conversation with a couple guys. Some really like the simplistic, just press one button and gathers. Others were like, yeah, no, this is too simplistic. I wanna be involved. I wanna, feel like I am really mining an ore, or farming or fishing. Which later on in the video, there's another scene where they do fish, and it's just press one button. And I agree on that part. I do agree on that part. I feel like fishing should be more than just pressing one button. It should be like oh, it should be something that you need to pay attention to. All right. They do kind of do more combat here that looks like a light show. No. Fast forward. By the way, everything I say is my own personal opinion, so don't get salty, all right? That's my job. Don't you just watch, all right? So the next thing is this part right here. So you have gliding mounts, all right? Not flying mounts, gliding mounts. My problem with this is that even if it's just gliding mounts, I feel like the distance they can travel is way too far. Because as soon as you don't have to walk, especially in a world that always changes like Vera or Ashes of Creation, I feel like even gliding that distance, it comes close to flying. I hated flying mounts in World of Warcraft. In any game, flying or gliding long distance, where you don't have to go through the world, where you can go above it, just shrinks the world and you miss out on a lot of stuff. Okay, so this next piece, I give the name YoDrama. What's up? The reason is because I waited a couple days to make this video because I wanted to see what other content creators say. And again, you got the two sides. You got the one guys who are like, this is the best thing ever. This is art. I can now die. I've seen the light. I've been to paradise. And then on the other side, got the guys like, oh, this is trash. Oh, this is asset flips from Unreal Engine. Oh, this looks horrible. Oh, this will never come out. And I'm like, you know what? Both sides, shut up. All right. To the White Knights, I say, listen, calm down. Right? Hold up. Come back. This is an alpha. Pre-alpha. This is still a lot of work still has to be done. So chill out. Don't oversell. Come down, back to reality. Good boy, come back to us. And to the guys who say, which also includes a couple of YouTubers apparently, that this is asset flips. This is looking really bad. I'm like, dude, seriously? Like, do we live in a time where you can be so picky about MMORPGs that you can just just like trash talk, just, to be the cool guy, the edgy guy. Like, come on. Like, fuck. Don't be a fucking douchebag. Sorry. It just, I have this thing where I say, don't listen to YouTubers. Don't because they all they do is give their personal opinion. And it, as soon as some try to sound like they know everything, and that pisses me off the most, because they are no different. They are like you, me, they play video games, and that's it, and they have a YouTube channel. So I would just say, both sides, meet in the middle and say, hey, this is looking really good for an alpha, all right? There is no asset flips in this because, hey, if there are asset flips, I would love to see the ones you're talking about because I don't see them and I played since Alpha 0. All right. Okay, also I don't really have access to an Unreal Engine, so... But yeah, if you have, hey, I would love to see which assets are being flipped because that would be interesting to learn. Anyways, going away from the drama, the next thing that I want to talk about is... It's not this. I know there is some obsession with mushrooms at Intrepid. I don't like mushrooms. This is what I want to talk about. So, if you're new to this channel, if you've never heard about Ashes, this is a node. This is a city that you built. And in the couple minutes before this, if I go back, you see the different stages of the node. So why is this exciting? Why is this getting me like to a point where I'm like super excited? Reason is simple. It's emotional bonding. It's having an emotional attachment to something in game, which no other MMORPG has. At least the ones I played. And I probably played all of them except the ones from Korea that have hentai girls and big boobies in them. So what do I mean by emotional attachment? It's simple. So most MMORPGs are static. You have your character, and your character is the thing that you're attached to, right? This is my elven rogue. I backstab people with it, and that's it. There's no other. You can just transfer servers, join another guild, and nothing changes for you. Not in this game. So the reason why I like this particular scene right here is because this is the first time that okay, not the first time, but this reminds me of, why Ashes to me is special. Because in Ashes, I can help build a city. I can help build a big city or a small city, with friends, people, people that I enjoy playing with, all right? And we're gonna have an emotional relationship. Okay, that sounds weird. We're gonna have an attachment to our surroundings. We're gonna have a home. This is, hey, do you remember when we selected this guy to build that building back when those guys from that node tried to kick our ass, but we kicked their ass? And I'm like, yes, I remember that. And just having the option or the chance for moments like that is like, yes. Thank you so much. I'm getting weird. Quarantine isn't good. Staying home for 3 weeks is not good on my mental state. All right, fast forwarding. So the next thing that I want to talk about is okay. So here they're trying to elect Maggie as mayor, as leader, which of course. Here's the thing where a lot of people start talking trash on a live stream. I'm like, are you like weird? Where is it? So this is the point right here. So right here, the client crashed. I don't know if the client or the server crashed. And I'm like, okay, so this is a pre-alpha performance build. They're using this to show off where they're at. And I'm like, haven't you heard about the rule or the rumor? No, it's not a rumor. It's actually, it is a wide known fact that even in the Middle Ages or the Dark Ages, as soon as a dragon shows up, that servers crash or clients crash. That's like a thing, just like Siegfried, the Dragon Slayer, or I don't know, the Brothers Grimm. That's just the wide known fact that when a dragon comes to ransack a city or eat a young maiden, stuff crashes. Buildings, walls, hopes and dreams, or servers or clients. So this is, I don't know why people got so upset about this. I really don't. This is like a normal thing. Am I still recording? Yes, I am recording. Good, I got scared for a second. Moving forward. Okay, so here they're, still at home. Steven looking a little bit greenish. Devil super white. Maggie's lighting on point. And okay. So now here, Maggie became the mayor of, the city, the node. So yay, so that system works. So yay to us. We saw how the tax system works. We saw that there's a list for citizens, you know, that we saw all the little goodies, the good stuff, you know, the stuff that we wanted to see last year, but we didn't. You meanies? All right, gonna fast forward. So this is another thing. This is like the Optimus Prime moment of the whole stream. So if you're a mayor, wait, no, oh, there we go. Oh, wait, I pressed the wrong button. Mayor, Maggie, there we go. So if you're a mayor, you get to build stuff. And we were always wondering, okay, so does the building disappear or what's going on? No, this is happening. We're gonna have a Transformers moment. It's gonna be like, I am Optimus Prime. No, I'm Bumblebee. No, I am an Autobot that has a really German-sounding voice. But anyways, so this moment got me like, because I like the whole like going in and out stuff. It just looks cool, and I want to see it. I want to play it. I'm probably never gonna be a mayor or node leader. I don't want to be way too much responsibilities, but I just want to see that like happening when I'm playing. So the last thing that I want to talk about, fast forward. This is the fishing thing I was talking about earlier. The just pressing one button thing is boring, but probably gonna change. Fast forwarding. Not gonna talk about the caravan stuff. That's another video. Fast forward. Okay, this whole dungeon run right here. This is a raid. This is a raid apparently, right? 40-man raid. Reminded me a lot of Molten Core from World of Warcraft. You know, but every MMORPG has like that fire, dark dungeon thing. So you know. So the bears Yoni hates, we all know that. So I'm gonna fast forward to the dragon fight. So I liked. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna ignore that. So wait, where is it? So yeah, I like that they have these little cinematic clips in here, and the reason why I like that is a lot of MMORPGs, you know, they have a problem with setting the tone for a boss fight. I mean, I'm going into most World of Warcraft raids these days, and it's like, oh yeah, there's a boss, yeah, kill the boss, right? And then afterwards there's a cutscene. And it's still, you know, an RPG, so you need to be in a certain, you know, if you're not a hardcore raider, if you're not going in for world first or server first, if you're just going in to have a good time and, you know, to play the game, you know, even the RPG aspect, you know, it's always nice to set the mood. It's always nice to set the mood, not with candles and not with champagne, but, you know, with something like this. Right, come on, Maggie. Okay, gotta fast forward. Oh, here we go. Like this right here, I'm like, oh dude, it's a dragon, oh dude, he looks badass, oh god, he's gonna kill us. Even if it's like something like this, you know, it's like, oh cool, dude, this thing can fly, this thing is huge. And this is supposed to be a 40-man raid, so I cannot wait to fight this thing with 40 people. Alright. So, and I think, yeah, then we got the boss fight, we got the, you know, the thing. It's, you know, it's big. It's ugly. But overall, I was really happy with this. Really happy. Oh yeah, I remember this, like, in case you guys don't know, because this was under NDA, so we were never able to show it. This is a part of a dungeon from Alpha Zero, and we managed to crash the servers at least 2 times. When everybody from Alpha Zero went to that dungeon, we crashed the servers. Yeah, Alpha Zero! Dab! So I'm glad, I'm kind of excited to see that again. Because they added a couple new things, like I don't think we had the flame thing or the green stuff on the side. So yeah, guys, that was my commentary and those are my thoughts on the whole thing. So let me know down below what you think, and if I could have you, yeah. Wait, yes. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. Press that follow button, and I have a public service announcement real quick. And then you can go. Okay, so I hope you don't hear my dishwasher in the background. That thing is going nuts right now. But I want to have a quick, like, 1-minute real talk with you. So right now, something is going on in the world that is no joke. I know there's a lot of people that still ignore the social distancing and they're, going on as usual. Those people are idiots. Those people are little idiots. The COVID-19 virus or coronavirus or whatever you want to call it is something that is shutting the world down, right? It's not just old people that are affected by it. It's young people. There was just like, I think in Spain or Italy, a 12-year-old girl died of COVID-19. The daily number for people infected rises by the minute. There's more people dying right now than, on a daily basis than I don't think ever before. Maybe, okay, not ever, but in the last, like, it's a fucked up situation, right? That's what I want to get at. So don't be a dumbass. Don't be like, oh, I'm just going to go outside because it doesn't affect me. Don't be that guy. Because you can have COVID-19. You can be affected. And maybe it doesn't do that much harm to you. But let's say you go and visit your mom or your grandma and they get it from you. And then they're fucked. So do me a favor. I know this is going to be hard. But not as hard for you because you're a gamer. If you're watching this, you play video games. You can stay at home. So stay at home. Wash your hands. Keep your distance from anybody that you don't have to see on a daily basis. If you can work from home, work from home. All right? Go and try to limit your grocery shopping to once a week. And when you go grocery shopping, or when you go to the doctor, when you go to people that have to go to work, to make our lives work, meaning, your cashier at your grocery store, your doctor, the lady that works for your doctor that, is taking information and making the next appointment, your bus driver, your cab driver, people that have to go outside to make sure our planet doesn't completely stop. Say thank you. Say you appreciate them and you wish them all the best. I lived in New York City for half a year when I was younger. When I just got out of college, I moved to New York City with one of my ex-girlfriends. And I lived in Soho with 9 other people in like 3-bedroom apartment. It was kind of nuts. Back then, I thought this city is gonna run forever. I really thought this is the city never sleeps, and I believed that till just like last week. And then I get a call from a buddy who lives outside New York City, outside Manhattan, who lives in Jersey, but has to go to New York to Times Square every day to go to work. And he tells me, dude, the city is a ghost town when I go to work in the morning. I'm like, are you kidding me? He's like, no, dude, I'm afraid to go to work. There are more dead people in New York City, I think, at the moment than anywhere else in the United States. And not to rub anybody the wrong way, but the United States has a really shitty health system. So if you can prevent getting infected, or you can prevent somebody else getting infected, then please do so. And that goes for everybody around the world. If you're from Saudi Arabia, if you're also from Germany, if you're from Russia, China, I don't know, New Zealand, be smart, stay the fuck at home, and play video games, and wash your hands at least 7 times a day. All right? Thank you. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Stay safe, guys. Stay healthy, and I will see you in the Ashes of Creation Discord. I'm getting tired. This needs to stop. Ah. I wanna set the universe on fire.